Only two things are forever: love
Having these tools really helps me save time and work more efficiently when I am multitasking, specifically when I'm switching between writing brand emails and script writing. Grammarly is a digital writing assistant that provides comprehensive suggestions to help you improve your writing and ensure cohesive communication at work. They have a free version which provides comprehensive spelling, punctuation, and grammar suggestions so you can feel
Hey everybody, give me just a second. I'm going to let you guys play with another, let's just say 3 minutes of intro music. Let me put 3 more minutes on the clock. I'm sorry folks, but I have to confer with Joe, who just got here before we get started. Much appreciated. Let's make it 5 minutes. There you go. 5 minutes of intro time. I apologize guys. Say Leighton Gale you want. I'll be right there. Right back.
will start with what you only think you know.
What the hell? Easy, Maverick. Let's try not to get fired on the...
Oh, sorry, folks. The mic wasn't on as well. That's all my bad. Give me just a second, folks. I'm having just a slight technical difficulties. I messed something up, and for some reason, my watcher is not displaying. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So everything's working now, except for watcher. I'm so sorry, folks. I don't know what this is. I've never run into this problem before. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Huh. Let me reset this up. Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to the intro graphics until I can figure out how to make it work. I turned off that camera, but I can't see the make it work on my end. By the way, everybody here, you can now hear Joe, although in fact, I didn't see. Oh, hey.
Good.
Well, there's me, but they can't see you now. Everything is messed up in my studio somehow, guys. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah. Guess what?
Hey, they can see. There it
And
is.
the resistor punch.
There we go. It's now it's Little Watcher and Big Joe. And let me just start up my other camera and then hit this. And there we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm so sorry we've been having technical difficulties. it's been a weird day. Boomer stream, you're correct, Stormy. This really has been the Boomer stream. I thought I had everything ready to go, and it turns out I was very wrong. Everybody go to Entropy. Well, yeah, Entropy's there for those who want it. Is Watcher a boomer? I can answer that question right now. The answer is yes. I am one of those rare millennial boomers. It does happen. 30 of you watching right now. Hey, guys, I really appreciate that. We're going to get the Joe Biden Uncle Madman Yells at Cloud going on here in just a minute. But before we do that, I have a poll, and I'm going to be asking it over on YouTube because it seems like the easiest place to ask it. Do we do a drinking game, chat? Do we make up the rules to a drinking game together real quick, or no?
I think the answer to that is yes.
Drinking
but I want to
game.
show for our boy NC Scout because he's going to get talked about tonight. So,
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
No, go for it, brother.
So this patch right here that I am wearing, I've got it on right here. This NC Scouts patch. You might recognize it because when the FBI put out their newest extremist bulletin, they said the resistor logo is a sign of violent extremist activity. NC Scout's the only guy out there using that symbol, so I am proudly going to wear it because I'm going to get called an extremist tonight by Uncle Joe. If you want one of these patches, first of all, the small one is only awarded for completion of his radio class, and you can check those out at brushbeater.org. But he does sell some larger ones and some IR reflective ones. I've got an IR reflective one bouncing around here somewhere on his website at brushbeater.org. if you want to be counted amongst the resistors and as an extremist, go buy this from our boy NC Scout. He's now a member of the council.
Yep.
Great guy, outstanding trainer. He's been sharp end of the stick. He was long range surveillance, so he would go, way behind lines and hang out with 3 or 4 other guys, laying in a cave for days to gather info. So, good dude. Buy his stuff. Attend his classes. He's going to be teaching in Utah, Watcher, next week.
Ah.
So,
Huh. We should send Sniper there.
right. That's actually not a bad idea. Hey, Rick, I've already been called a fascist. I get called it like 5 times a day, so whatevs. That's why I decided to dress in war gear today. He's going to declare war on us. We might as well. As I keep pointing out on my website and in all my tweets, if one side keeps telling you they're at war with you, you should eventually take that to heart and do something about it.
Probably listen. Does it oh, by the way, Joe, can you make me a host real quick so that I can share the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I already did that.
Not a problem. I'm just gonna get the main White House stream pulled up. Remember, folks, they've been late literally every time we've ever had to do anything before. So I'm not actually like thrilled about them showing up on time this time. Yeah.
Watcher, you need to fix the Stormy's not a mod on this channel.
Oh, you're
issue.
You're damn right I am. I wasn't aware. Let me add mod. There you go. Big Gay Wrench, all for you. Remember,
a toe removal wrench.
Oh, true. But hey, folks, remember, it's a very, very important lesson to always remember. Actually, I spaced out on it. Give me just a second. Oh, yeah, that's it. The reward for digging a good hole is a bigger shovel.
Indeed. Indeed. Oh, I'm just saying that me and JD Jr. are going up north this weekend, and there may be some holes dug.
Oh my, some root cellars, getting some root cellars dug. Hey there, Patriot Prepper Girl, how you doing? PD, good to see you. CWSB, always nice to have you here. Stormy, welcome, enjoy your Big A Wrench. Darth Hideous, welcome. Natalie, it's been a little while. Hunter, good to see you. Another asshole, hey man, good to see you around. Let's see. Aaron Gardner, you need one. Doesn't everybody? Let's see. Somebody called S. Haven't seen you before. Angron, welcome. Taking a dip into American politics, I see. Welcome. Project Podcast. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see. Who else we got? Oh, that's as far as I'm going to go up there. Just Freedom Gunner. You're the best. Face reveal. Not me. Let me see. Taylor Cook, you finally caught one live. Welcome, Taylor. It's good to see you. Okay, guys. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to submit your potential. Okay, so if we're playing a drinking game, right? The way that you always do this is that when they do a predictable action, right? So we've got roughly 12 minutes that we can generate a list. You guys give me. In fact, submit it in the following format. You have to write drinking rule, semicolon, or you can either write drinking rule or new rule, semicolon, and then put your new rule in. I think that it's probably, I don't know. I think and you have to be careful, right? Because if we do like semi-fascist, y'all are going to die. Like, that's just, they're going to say that term so many times.
Hey, I just threw one on there that says that that new rule: anytime Joe loses track of what he's saying,
oof, oh no,
cirrhosis of the liver inbound.
When he says
when he says he's serious.
Okay, yeah,
not a joke. Not a joke.
Let me pull up a notepad.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we'll slap together a graphic real quick for it. In fact, why don't I pull up my...
Patrick Kennedy, drinking rule. Trump won.
Did you guys enjoy this? By the way, I like what I did here. I thought this was pretty good art.
I don't see it. You got it. I don't see it.
Oh, it's not sharing the screen with you?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I've got the screen. I've got your screen, but it's showing your Twitter.
It shouldn't be.
It is.
Hold on. I'm looking at YouTube, and YouTube's showing. This isn't Twitter, Joe. This is an image editor. So wait, that's you. Hold on. Stop. Share screen. This one. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want to see.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna shrink the logo. Oh, hey, wait. Go
While
back.
you do that, I'm gonna run and grab an
adult
beverage container. Yep.
All right, let me shrink myself down then if we're gonna be the only one on video for a second. Nope. Hey, this one. Bam. We'll go down here. So we'll probably go watcher on the web, and then we'll take this layer and we'll meld it down onto this layer so that we can, because right now they're two separate ones, and what we need to do is merge. And then what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to take this layer. We'll just be able to move those words around, right? We can leave that over here. Scale. This needs to come back down to like that size. Watcher on the web. And then we'll do some text here. And we'll say rules. And then we'll do the drink ifs. All right, let me get back to chat. Let's see what you guys have come up with. You guys don't have to drink. You guys can just hydrate if you want to. You know what I mean? Just, I'm going to be slurping down some delicious lemonade. Oh, when he whispers. Oh, God, yes. So let's make these smaller, okay? So we'll go down to 50. Whisper equals drink. You guys are gonna die. I'm serious. You guys are gonna fucking die. Oh, this isn't even gonna be funny. Well, it's always gonna be funny.
All right.
So we've got so far I've got him whispering and then the I'm serious.
Okay.
Let's see.
He loses track where he is.
Oh, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Loses track of thoughts. Drink.
What about extremists?
No. Like we got to stay away from the ones that are going to be like bread and butter. That'd be like saying, "Oh, Marine, you got to drink every time you swear." Yeah, that's not going to go well.
Well, while we're getting the rules from everybody, anytime he makes up new words, that's a good one.
Oh yes, new word. Making up a word or referring to one of the previous made-up words that he does.
Right. So, for tonight's festivities, we're going to be drinking Jameson.
Very
But
nice.
in case Holly shows up, we're going to drink it out of a Crown Royal glass, just to be contrarian.
Let's see. Hey there, Tien Giant. Good to see you over on Entropy. I'm gonna see if anybody on Entropy's got any rules that I can speak of.
Gibberish? Well, that's the made-up words. That's what we got.
Yeah, true non-Shabbat depressure or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing any. But let's go ahead and move back over to YouTube and see if we got any more. When he says, folks, guys, you don't want to die, do you? Like, that's an easy way to die.
Folks, yeah. How about if he talks about the hair on his legs?
Oh, God, yes. Or you know what? Let's just say...
Black and brown people?
No. Memory Lane.
Memory Lane. There we go.
Yeah, when he goes down into memory lane, that's a drink.
You know, I didn't check my email. Is Crowder running this too?
I don't know, but real quick, Darth Hideous says, "Bro, that's mad tacky and disrespectful. Drinking Irish whiskey out of a Canadian whiskey glass."
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. And for anyone interested, this shirt is
Tell you what.
Blackhawk. It's not military issue. It is contractor issue. It's got built-in tourniquets. Excellent shirt. Blackhawk ITS. Check it out. I don't have a link for you, but check it out. Anywho.
Tell you what here. Here's what I think we do. If we have enough time before it starts, I think what we do is we separate this into regular people rules and alcoholic rules. Oh, hey, Ron, if you would like an invite, please let us know through DM, so we will send you one.
Hold on. Stand by. I got people. I want to make sure they weren't opening the door for the FBI. We're good.
Gotta get on the inside track and broadcast from a shed like your boy here.
Right? Ironically, I did pack my gear first. Me and my junior are headed up north to do a little training for the weekend, and you know.
Tannerite dog on standby. Correct. The dogs were fed a large volume of Tannerite for dinner.
Yes, indeed. No, he's not. I actually can't believe he's not going live tonight.
Who isn't?
Steven Crowder.
Ah, well, look what we got. Looky what we got here.
Uh-oh.
It's Soul of the Nation. Can I just say real quick? People have souls. Individuals have souls. Nations do not have souls.
That's true. Now, we can... there will be no copyright hits for something from the White House, right?
No. That's why I picked this. It's public service.
Yeah. Ron's at his initial primary fighting position. My man. Ron is going to have laser eyes out there. Well, Hunter says Tim Pool is also streaming this. By the end of the night, Tim Pool will probably be crying and wearing a helmet.
Yeah, I was going to say. So. Look, here's the thing, folks, and I'm not going to lie. I can't knock Tim too bad because I literally have been saying since roughly 2012 that a civil war was coming. And for these exact reasons, it does not feel good to be proven right. But, boy, Tim just kind of squeals about it, doesn't he?
Yeah. You know what's interesting about this graphic in their background? There's always a lot of behind-the-scenes things that go into graphics. If you'll notice, the stars are all disjointed and not united in any way.
Yeah.
There's a message there.
Cool Bunny Slim says, at least when the feds show up, you can eat the next 2 years before a trial. I'll tell you what, I have a plan. When they show up and they roll up and ask where the arsenal is, my plan is to tell them that I buried it underneath the garden that I currently need to till, and then just let them go to work.
Yeah, it's underneath the potatoes. I'm gonna need you to pull all the potatoes out.
Hey, Hey, Rick L. I just saw that that chat or the shout out on Twitter. I appreciate it, buddy. How goes it, Anti-Commie? You know, just watching the battle for the soul of a nation. You know who Blaine Pardo, if you are out there right now, buddy, you're one of the people who I would most love to hear your eloquent reactions to what's about to happen. So if you're willing to have your face in public for this, you let me know, buddy.
I was kind of hoping NC Scout would be free tonight, but he's doing his podcast tonight. So
yeah. And oh, hey, Ron needs an invite. So let's go ahead and send one to Ron.
Yeah, I'll drop him the. You want him to get the Zoom link, right?
Yeah, the short link would be good. Thank you. If you could handle that, that'd be awesome.
On it. But Ron, you don't get any of my Jameson.
Yeah, we gotta bring your own. Speaking of which, I gotta go grab more lemonade. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Plus Big Ron. There he is. Guys, Mrs. JD ran out of the house. I think it's because she suspects that we're going to say things are going to cause the FBI to show up tonight. I'm not sure, but she jetted as soon as we started, so maybe she's the Fed. It would explain a lot about my life. And we invited Stan, but Stan decided that it would be better to wait until tomorrow to comment because he would probably say things that the government would not approve of tonight. He's not wrong. How about that comment by the White House today? When you are not with what the majority of Americans are, then you know that is extreme. You're an extremist if you don't go along with the crowd.
I'm in here making some lemonade, but I'll tell you what, man, that I don't know if that's the standard they want to be held to from now on. Hey.
Oh, I know. Take your time. I was just entertaining the chat. All right, some student artwork. Okay, I gotta send something to. Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm back.
Shelly, I don't even know what school that is, but I'm gonna send it to him.
I'm gonna turn on this audio for everybody.
Watcher, I'm gonna shoot this to you in Proton because I don't think you want anything to do with it.
Okay. Let me make sure that this is sharing the sound. Okay, there we go. There you go.
Oh, Bob Johnson, 100%. There's no over/under on it. I mean, that's a losing bet. Yes, Shelly, that is great. Hold
on. Patrick Kennedy over on Entropy, just pushing buttons. Just pushing buttons.
Oh, he's not doing a spelling bee?
No. Here you go. Joe, I don't know, this pushes my buttons. He asks, is a bolt override where a case goes above the bolt?
Oh boy. You think? Oh boy.
So I'm trying to figure out what branch this is.
That's the Marine Corps. That's the President's own. It's the Marine Corps band.
Ah.
I'm not sure why they're in Philadelphia doing this, but
inside. Where is this?
They're in Philadelphia. Looks like it's outside of Independence Hall.
Okay. Well, they probably just dragged him out of the, hold on. Do y'all know what a bolt override malfunction is? Yes. Yes, we do. I see where the question came from.
Watch, I just sent you something in Proton.
Alright, I'll look at that real quick.
Yes, Andrew, you're right. They have balls playing that song. Hubris is actually the word.
They made it a part of a medley.
Hey! Heather is in the chat. Hey, Heather.
Hey, Heather. Feel free to join us if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the music for just a second. We're going to remind everybody of the drinking game rules that we have set thus far. If he whispers, you drink. If he says, I'm serious, you drink. If he loses track of his thoughts, you drink. If he makes up words, you drink. And if he goes down memory lane, guess what? You also drink it. Shouts in the house. Welcome, welcome.
What about if he says back in chains? 2 drinks.
Yes, you know what? Yeah, that's 2. Because I think that's coming too.
I think it's coming tonight. I really do.
Any others you guys want to add? We've got a little bit of time before, I mean, even after they show him, it's going to take him a while to limp onto stage. So,
You know, I really missed an opportunity to make a great pun when Heather joined us, because I could have said S house in the house is in the house, but I really missed it. So it's not as funny now.
hey, Andrea, you're very welcome. And yeah, you can just refer to me as Watcher. Totally fine.
Andrea, your books are on the way, by the way, or your book is on the way. And I did Google how far that is. It's a long way.
Ah, they came out as the bell was tolling. Look at that.
Boy, this is somewhat ominous that they're doing it at Independence Hall with this
Please
big of a
welcome
production.
the President of the United States and Dr. Jill Biden.
I want to see what the crowd actually looks like.
I bet you there's no allowed crowd. Just holding his hand so he doesn't wander off.
Wait a minute, Andrea, that's Bitchy Liberty, isn't it?
No, that's Heather. It's
The Andrea Mata?
Oh, yeah. That is Bitchy Liberty, yes.
Uh-oh, here we go. Hey, Ron, welcome. Let's cover up the sign language.
Hey.
Fellow Americans, please, if you have a seat, take it.
Are we all your fellow
I speak to you
Americans,
tonight
though?
from sacred ground in America, Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is where America made its Declaration of Independence to the world more than 2 centuries ago with an idea
Thank you for the translation,
unique
Ron.
among nations that in America, we're all created equal. This is where the United States Constitution was written and debated. This is where we set in motion the most extraordinary experiment of self-government the world has ever known. With 3 simple words: we the people. We
What
the
is
people.
she signing?
These 2 documents and the ideas they embody
I was
equality
going to
and
say,
democracy
a lot of this does
are
look a
the
little
rock
bit...
upon which this nation is built. They're how we became the greatest nation on earth. They're why, for more than 2 centuries, America has been a beacon to the world. But as I stand here tonight, equality and democracy are under assault. We do ourselves no favor to pretend otherwise. So tonight, I've come to this place where it all began to speak as plainly as I can
Yep.
to the nation
Bad times.
about the threats we face, about the power we have in our own hands
To end it.
to meet these threats, and about the incredible future that lies in front of us if
Somebody
only
mentioned that
we choose
this
it.
is like the Reichstag speech.
Let's never
exactly
forget.
like the Reichstag speech.
We, the people, are the
He
true
does look
heirs of the
green.
American
You're right.
experiment
He looks really green,
that
actually.
began more than 2 centuries ago. We, the people, have burning inside of each of us the flame of liberty that was lit here at Independence Hall.
Boy, they got him on some sharp
Flame.
stuff tonight.
That lit
Yeah.
our way
It's
through
not him,
abolition,
so you know.
the Civil War, suffrage, the Great Depression,
Oh,
World Wars,
Civil War
rights.
already.
That sacred flame still burns. Now in our time, as we build an America that is more prosperous, free, and just. That is the work of my presidency,
God.
a mission I believe in with my whole soul. But first, we must be honest with each
Well,
other.
Well, the
You
black
don't have
with
a soul.
I was gonna say.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an
boy.
extremism that threatens the very foundation
There's extremism.
of our
Extremism.
republic.
Drink.
Get a drink.
Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans. Not
Bull
every
fucking
Republican
shit.
embraces their extreme ideology.
It means that.
I
Every single
know.
one.
Because I
You know what? Hey, I actually realize I have the ability to pause this bullshit. Let's talk about that. The number of Republicans that aren't part of the MAGA movement at this point could be fit into Lindsey Graham's pool shed to hold a Never Trumper meeting.
Yeah, like Dan.
Or
and-
Mitch McConnell's cod piece.
Pretty much.
I've been
Yeah.
able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country.
Who wanted MAGA on there? You'd be hating your life right now. Come on. Come on.
He just said that if you like Donald Trump, you are a threat to the country.
That's twice now he's named Trump.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, if we just said Trump, y'all die. Like flat out, like that's not even a joke. You'd die.
These are hard things. But I'm an American president. Not a president of red America, or blue America, but of all America. And I believe it's my duty to level with you, to tell the truth, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful. And here, in my view, is what is true.
Uh-oh.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the
Got a
will of the
lot of
people.
gall to say that.
They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state after state, to give power to decide elections in America to partisans and cronies, empowering election deniers.
I'd like to point out
Undermine
that
democracy
Jocelyn
itself.
Benson in Michigan is a partisan crony, right? for the left.
The
Oh
amount
my God.
the amount of projection in this speech. I don't know why I would expect anything but Darvo because it's all his speechwriters know, but still.
Wow.
This is going to be a lot of projection, folks. Buckle up.
Oh yeah.
MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose,
I was
no
about
right
to say
privacy,
change, y'all.
no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love. They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence. that are a threat.
Hold. Stop.
Hey, was that guy who tried to assassinate Kavanaugh right wing or left wing?
Who specifically would not? What entire political party specifically wouldn't call out people burning down cities? I mean, come on.
Jesus Christ.
Threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country. They look at the mob that stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th, brutally attacking law enforcement,
Jesus
not
Christ.
as insurrectionists who placed a dagger at the throat of our democracy, but they look at them as patriots. When they see their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election.
Stop. I want you guys to think about this. They're in Philadelphia next to Independence Hall. There's more security there than there's probably ever been. And there is still something happening, probably a shooting, maybe a mugging, who knows, that requires a police siren to be going off close enough to be heard by the president's microphone.
Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah. And Chris, you're right. This is fanning the flames right here.
Fanning the fuck, it's a fucking bellows, man. He's like organ pumping this.
Well, I
This
mean,
guy wants.
look, guys, look. If there's anything that can ever be said about Joe Biden throughout his entire career, it's the man is definitely full of hot air. Huh?
As preparation
Yeah.
for the 2022 and 2024 elections. They tried everything last time to nullify the votes of 81 million people. This
Bull
time,
fucking shit.
they're determined to succeed in thwarting the will of the people. That's why respected conservatives like Federal Circuit Court Judge Michael Luttig has called Trump and
Is that? Can we count that as a made-up word? Is that a made-up?
That's the guy who signed the search warrant.
Yeah.
the extreme MAGA Republicans, quote, a clear and present danger to our democracy. But while the threat to American democracy...
Hey, Schley, let me just address what you said there in Entropy. You said, what did Dems do after the 2016 election? No, what have Dems done since every election since 2000?
But hold on, let me tell you though that on January 20th of 2016 or 2017, there was more widespread violence and destruction, more police officers injured, and more arrests made than there were on January 6th.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's keep this torture going.
On the ground there that day, it was real.
I want to say as clearly as we can, we are
Which, to be very frank, is not very clearly.
are not powerless in the face of these threats. We are not bystanders in this ongoing attack on democracy.
Here it comes.
There are far more Americans from every background and belief who reject the extreme MAGA ideology than those that accept it. Wow. And folks,
Throwing ideology in there,
it's
that's a
within
scary
our power,
word too.
it's in our hands, yours and mine, to stop
we're not
the
letting
assault
go.
on American democracy. I believe America is at an inflection point.
On that we
One
agree.
of those moments that determine the shape of everything that's to come after. And now,
Guys,
America
I
must
can't believe
choose
we're having this speech.
to move forward or to move backwards, to build a future or obsess about the past, to be a nation of hope and unity and optimism, or a nation of fear, division, and of darkness.
You mean like it's been since you took over?
Right?
MAGA Republicans have made their
unity.
choice.
Yeah.
They embrace
He
anger.
didn't tell you which
They
one he
thrive on
picked.
chaos. They live not
They embrace anger and thrive on chaos. Who was it?
It's low. It's low calories.
Well, I mean, who was it that took over city blocks and were screaming to tear down the justice system and to defund the police and
We're an autonomous area inside downtown Seattle. Leave me alone.
Huh.
Stan has been heard from.
Oh God.
The hellscape background they've turned Independence Hall into is the best commentary on this speech. He's not
Oh,
wrong.
the red.
Oh,
That,
no,
red,
right?
all that, that's on purpose. That is on purpose.
Not in the light
Thank you,
of
Stan.
Can we be honest, though? I'm surprised it wasn't Rainbow. They probably just didn't have time to rig it up.
truth, but in the shadow of lies. But together we can choose a different path. We can choose a better path. Forward to the future.
Guys, I'm sorry, but the Duke couldn't be here. The Duke has wisely chosen to hold his commentary till he's had a moment to collect his thoughts. So you'll get to hear the Duke of Montana tomorrow morning.
Hey, PD, you're right. This is meant to create an Oklahoma City or a tragedy that can suspend the election. Listen, they're already working on documentaries about Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. It's to tie it to whatever they're trying to make happen now. But we can carry on now.
Future of possibility, a future to build and dream and hope. And we're on that path moving ahead. I know this nation.
No, you
I
don't.
know you, the American people.
No, you
I
don't.
know your courage. I know your hearts. And I know our history. This is a nation that honors our Constitution. We do not reject it. This is a nation that believes in the rule of law.
It's beyond parody.
This is rich.
It's beyond parody. It's
Good Lord, it's like the Babylon Bee wrote his speech.
it really is.
Holy
We
fuck.
do not repudiate
Bob
it.
Johnson says replace MAGA with Jews, and it's eerily familiar.
Oh no,
Yes, it is.
I've been saying that for a long time. There's actually like
Yeah.
full on. There was a Time
Well,
magazine graphic when they came up with the maggots thing, where you can compare that directly to stuff that Himmler put out in
Now, if he talked about Ohioans, I'd be all over it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all over the Ohioans. Yeah.
Well, look, the Ohioans are the perfect people to hate because they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like everybody can get behind this fictional enemy.
All right, we're
This
not
is a
picking
nation
on
that
Ohio. I'm
respects
sorry.
free and fair elections. We honor the will of the people. We do not deny it.
Yeah, you do.
And this is a nation
Hey,
that
Safety Doc,
rejects
welcome.
violence as a political tool. We do not encourage violence. We are still an America that believes in honesty and decency and respect for others. Patriotism, liberty, justice for all, hope, possibilities. We are still, at our core, a democracy.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're a republic.
Never been.
We've never been a democracy, and our founding fathers very specifically chose not to make us a democracy.
Because majority rule. Yeah.
Look, folks! It's my channel. I said it the other night. I'll say it again. Gang rape is a democracy. 2 wolves and a sheep deciding what's for dinner is a democracy.
Hey, Heather from in the house, she says, I'm going to get this text to this speech and redo it in German. Perfect.
Actually, if you get Adolf Hitler from one of his speeches in Nuremberg and then overdub Biden's voice, with his, of course, Adolf was much more. Well, Adolf was about as animated as the sign language distraction lady, but yeah.
God, look at his sour-looking face too. Good lord.
Yeah, he looks jaundicey. He needs better makeup and better lighting.
History tells us that blind loyalty to a single leader and a willingness to engage in political violence is fatal to democracy. For a long time, we told ourselves that American democracy is guaranteed, but it's not. We have to defend it, protect it, stand up for it, each and every one of us. That's why tonight, I'm asking our nation to come together, unite behind the single purpose of defending our democracy regardless of your ideology.
I got something for this.
We're all called by duty and conscience to confront extremists who put their own
That's
pursuit
good.
of power above all else. Democrats, independents, mainstream Republicans, we must be stronger, more determined, and more committed to saving American democracy than MAGA Republicans are to destroying American democracy. We, the
Listen,
people,
this is going to incite
will
violence.
not
There's
let
literally no
anyone
way it's not
or
going
anything
to.
tear us apart. Today, there are dangers around us we cannot allow to prevail. We here, you've heard it, more and more talk about violence as an acceptable political tool in
That's
this country.
from the left.
Yeah, no shit.
It can never be an acceptable tool. So I want to say this plain and simple. There is no place for political violence in America, period. None, ever.
Uh-huh.
Tell
Well,
that
of course,
to
it's a
Steve
selected
Scalise.
audience.
We saw law enforcement brutally attacked on January the 6th.
Oh, Christ.
We've seen election
stop.
officials, poll workers, many of them volunteers of both parties, subject to intimidation and death threats. And can you believe it? FBI agents, just doing their job as directed, facing threats to their own lives from their own fellow citizens. On top of that, there are public figures today, yesterday, and the day before predicting and all but calling for mass violence and rioting in the streets.
Democrats. Democrats. They're all fucking
Democrats.
Democrats.
Should I? Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it. I've got a roll of like 6 minutes.
There's
of
an
solid-
He
MSNBC
just
DNC
implied-
guy.
He just implied that he wants people removed from office. Because that's the only thing you would do with this. Anyway.
Yep.
This is inflammatory.
Oh! Ah, yeah, really? It's inflammatory, huh?
Dangerous. It's against the rule of law. And we, the people, must say, this is not
Wouldn't want to do anything inflammatory or against the rule of law now, would we?
who we are.
Oh, the clapping dogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can't be pro-insurrectionists
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's another drink. That's another drink. Lost track of his words. Yeah, drink.
and pro-American. They're incompatible. We can't allow violence to be normalized in this country. It's wrong. We each have to
Antifa
reject
2020?
political violence with all the moral clarity and conviction this nation can muster. Now, we can't let the integrity of our elections be undermined, for that is a path to chaos. Look, I know politics can be fierce and mean and nasty in America. I get it. I believe in the give and take of politics, in disagreement and debate and dissent. We're a big, complicated country. But democracy endures only if we, the people, respect the guardrails of the republic. Only if we, the people, accept the results of free and fair elections. Only
That cocktail they gave him starting to wear off.
if we, the people, see politics not as total war, but mediation of our differences. Democracy cannot survive when one side believes there are only two outcomes to an election. Either they win or they were cheated. And that
Gee, what political party does that
Literally
describe
every Democratic.
for the last
Why is he still relitigating the 2020 election? I mean, type
Oh
of thing.
my
I mean,
God.
It's almost as if they feel insecure about it, Ron.
almost. I mean, I know
That's what-
Trump is doing the same thing, but he's calling for. God, never mind.
the MAGA Republicans
Oh.
are today.
Blood pressure check.
They don't understand what every patriotic American knows.
Well,
You
now we're not
can't love your
patriotic.
country only when you win. It's
No,
fundamental.
I love
Stop,
our country
stop,
all the time.
stop. You literally represent
They
a side.
hated this country
Stop.
for 4 years.
Stop, stop. He represents a side that literally had your street goons out burning American flags and decapitating what do you call them, dolls of Donald Trump with guillotines in front of the White House. I'm so fucking done with projection at this point. Like I can't.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for. I've activated the so and so, and we're rounding up the MAGA Republicans.
I'm waiting for the end of the
He's laying the
speech.
case for it.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for the end of the speech for them to like have a televised raid of them arresting Donald Trump. At this point,
That
American
would be
democracy only
the
works
fuse.
only if we choose to respect the rule of law and the institutions that were set up in
God, you're
this
so repetitive,
chamber
Joe.
behind me. Only if we respect our legitimate political differences. I will not stand by and watch.
Hold
I
on,
will
pause
not,
that for a second.
the will of the American people.
So he says that we must respect what was written in that chamber behind him, right?
yeah,
And he needs to stop trying to push an assault weapons ban.
correct. Yeah, or 1,000 other things that they're doing. It's
I'm glad we agree. Moving on.
Well, the Second Amendment's not forever, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, it is.
I'm pulling your chain, dude.
Well, I know.
I know, but he does not understand. He's so down the rabbit hole.
And also, all of their attempts to restrict free speech. If you're going to respect what was written in there, let's do it.
They never
silly.
will.
Well, we'll go into that if we still have coherent thoughts after this. We'll go into some news stories, and that's one of them.
Watch Patriot Front do something. Guaranteeing you
Oh,
this
of course.
right now.
Well, I keep waiting for the manufactured provocation. You know, an Oklahoma City thing. I mean, I'm reminded that today the World War II started when the Germans invaded Poland, and the one of the provocations was a bunch of German soldiers dressed as Polish soldiers took over a German radio station across the German-Polish border and massacred the Germans. And that was one of the provocations that Hitler used to, start World War II. So,
yeah,
absolutely. So, and we're seeing all this week, Unicorn Riot has been releasing these leaked videos from Patriot Front, who hasn't been heard from in months. There's a reason why they're putting out these videos and bringing it back to your attention.
And why do they look like a bunch of extras from Monty Python and the Holy Grail? That's what I want to know.
They do. The videos are a little overproduced to be leaked.
They're dorky. They're dorky as shit.
I'm not gonna lie, they're worse. They're worse than the fucking Al Qaeda recruitment videos. You guys remember those?
You mean the jumping jack videos?
Yup. Or the we're popping out of the water very quickly. Look at us.
By wild conspiracy theories and baseless evidence-free claims of fraud. I will not stand by and watch elections in this country stolen by people who simply refuse to accept that they lost. I will not stand by and watch.
Listen,
the
it
most
sounds to me
fundamental
like they're
freedom in
going
this
to
country, the
just
freedom to vote
jack the
and have your
2022s.
vote counted.
Yeah.
And be taken from
they're
you
complaining
and
too much,
American
Joe.
people. Look,
Methinks thou dost
as your
protest too
president, I
much.
will defend our
Thank you. That
democracy
was
with
the
every
quote I was
fiber
looking
of my
for.
being, and I'm asking every American to join me.
No. Unless I
Turn
get
in your
10%.
In
neighbors.
our history,
Help us find
America's
those
often
dirty
made
Jews.
the greatest progress coming out of some of our darkest moments, like you're hearing that bullhorn. I believe we
Hey!
can do that
Hey! Yes!
again. And we are. MAGA Republicans look at America and see carnage and darkness and despair.
What?
They spread fear and lies. Lies
Hold on. I know he'd classify me as MAGA. I wouldn't classify myself as MAGA, right? But I'll tell you what. Just look at who's got the memes and who's fighting a campaign against making sharing funny memes online possible. We'll just leave that statement right there.
toll for profit and power.
Oh,
But I see a different America. An America with an unlimited future. An America that's about to take off. I hope.
If America were taking off in its current condition, have you guys ever seen that video where they launched the fucking Volvo off the end of the aircraft carrier? You ever see?
Yeah.
They go about like that.
Yep.
Hope you see it as well. Just look around.
Hey, I'm gonna send Heather a link.
Yeah, please do, Heather. I'd love to have you in here. If you're comfortable broadcasting from where you're at, go for it.
We could lift America from the depths of COVID. So we passed the largest economic recovery package since Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and today America's economy is fast.
That's something
That
to brag about.
And we got a 25% inflation rate, dipshit.
You're gonna brag about being like FDR. We're so fucked.
Faster,
What the
stronger
fuck is
than
happening to
any
our
other
country?
advanced nation.
Oh, God damn it. Oh.
In the world, we have more to go. I believe we could build a better America. So we passed the biggest infrastructure investment since President Dwight D. Eisenhower. And we've now embarked on a decade of rebuilding the nation's roads, bridges, highways, ports, water systems,
Has anyone seen that? Has anybody seen, this is a legitimate question I'm asking. Have you guys seen any more than usual infrastructure maintenance going on in your area? Give me a 1
No.
for a no and a 2 for a yes. That's all I need in the chat. Give me a 1 for a no and a 2
You know,
for a yes.
it's gonna take a while for this money to filter down, but it's gonna be no different than from the Obama shovel-ready jobs and that whole grift that went on. I mean, this is crap.
Well, we're already setting up for Neo Cylindra. In fact, I think that this is like 2 or 3 times what they gave Cylindra. This is gonna be great. Just wonderful. I see a couple of 2s. There's a couple of 2s in there. People who are 2s, are you near an urban area?
And if you are, become a 1 quickly.
Yeah, we had a theory the other day, Ron, and I wonder what you think about this. How about a more strategic way of not canceling the elections, but let's just say that, gee, we're coming into the fall and energy's real scarce and real expensive, and we're gonna make sure that it's available to those urban areas because those are our most productive.
Well, makes sense. I guess I'll have to have a few roadblocks around some of those urban areas to let me divert this gasoline tanker to the right area.
Little Robin Hood action.
high-speed internet, railroads.
Railroads. Yeah. We're going to derail
we can
America.
make America safer. So we passed the most significant gun safety law since President Clinton.
I'm sorry. Ron, you just said something and it sparked me, and I'm not kidding you. I have an artist that's already working, and I'm going to have him work on a second one as soon as we're done here, which is going to be a fake campaign patch that's going to say Derail America, and it's going to have a train that is halfway popped off the tracks with sparks coming out of it with the American flag painted on it. I think that's fantastic. Like it's
No, have the FJJB flag on it,
there
not
you
the
go.
American flag. Don't diss the country.
I agree. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
I believe we could go from being the highest cost of prescriptions in the world to making prescription drugs and healthcare more affordable. So we passed the most significant healthcare reform since President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act.
The Unaffordable Care Act. Yeah, you got it, dude.
And I believe
God, look at-
we could create a
Fucking
clean
monkeys.
energy future and save the planet. So we passed the most important climate initiative ever.
That's another one. Drink. He lost track
That's
of his thoughts
another
again.
one.
Yeah,
Drink.
he's trying to hide it by repeating ever. But
My
hi.
bottle's almost empty, dude.
I'm sorry, Heather. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Hi there.
How are
She's in
you?
the house.
Feeling a little pain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix this. I'm having to do it on my cell phone. So sorry.
Vaseline on the camera never really is a good idea.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll cover that thing up.
Anyways.
How are you adapting to your new life as a fully semi-automatic fascist?
Me?
Yeah, well, all of us apparently.
I mean, I've been an extremist for a long time now. Like I'm officially like
Oh no, do you do things like, I don't know, canned food or
I even go so far as to say I don't like the fucking government. Like I go that far.
Oh.
I know I go hard in the paint, man.
I know, I'm surprised you're
I
still
seem
on
to
air.
recall that I personally awarded you your extremist tab on a stream we were on.
You did, and I still haven't bought it because I'm a piece of shit. But I'm totally
Joe.
gonna get it.
No,
So
I'm
this-
sending it to you. That's what's
The
happening.
space
I'm
is
sending it.
reserved
No, look,
right
look.
here for it.
Heather, the way that it works is that when you are awarded a rank, you get the first one awarded to you. You have to buy any that, like, if you wear it out, you need to buy a new one. But like the first one, it's always, the Marine Corps always provides that for you.
Yeah, I forgot to send it to you, so I'm sending you one. So
No worries.
Don
Okay, I don't want to
Smith is
keep
in the
interrupting.
chat.
Go ahead and put the feedback on.
Don's in the chat. He says, "Hi, I'm Don S, and I'm an extremist."
buy Don's extremist books, by the way.
Seriously, please do.
All right.
Don's extremist books are fantastic. Let's get on with this shambling abomination.
Don's extremist books. Buy them.
The cynics and the critics tell us
You know,
nothing can be done.
Nuremberg had a great
But
bunch of
they're
audience
wrong.
clapping too.
There is not a single thing
Yeah.
America cannot do. Not a single thing beyond our capacity if we do it together.
Can we get rid of you?
It's never easy.
We'll see.
But we're proving that America, no matter how long the road, progress does come. Look,
Like, he finished.
I know the last few years have been tough. But
Sorry, Joe, you cut up. What did you say?
They're clapping because he finished the sentence.
I-
By the way, he just jumbled his words.
Hey,
Drink.
yep, that's another one.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to get another bottle.
I'm not gonna lie. These we didn't get many other good rules besides that yet. Although we've got a little while left. I'm shocked he hasn't started whispering yet, or specific. Like you could get a 2-for-1 and he could whisper, "I'm serious."
Not a joke.
Oh, you're gonna transmit this because you're reading ahead on the whole thing because you're pausing this shit.
Yeah.
Damn you, Watcher.
I
Damn
know.
you.
But today, COVID no longer controls our lives. More Americans are working than ever. Businesses are growing. Our schools are open.
Not true.
Millions of Americans have been lifted out of poverty. Millions of veterans once exposed to toxic burn pits will now get what they deserve for their families and their compensation.
Yeah, being ignored by the VA,
American
just like all the other
manufacturers come
veterans.
alive across the heartland, and the future will be made in America.
I'm sorry. Has anybody else ever read any of Mao's speeches? Because this really does very much feel like that. Like people are watching their businesses and homes
Great
and lives
leap
being
forward.
destroyed. They've said that literally too. Oh, I can't believe they let themselves do that.
Well, when the Red
Actually,
Guards
honestly,
come through our town,
The party's on right now. Sounds like he's about to say, "We're making America great again." But,
No matter what the white supremacists
They have
and
to
the
work the
extremists
build
say.
back better in there. Like they're
I
gonna
made a
have to
bet
like
on you, the American people,
somehow he's
and
gonna
that
have
bet
to
is
tie
paying
that
off,
into this
proving that
because
from
that's
darkness,
that's their
the
agenda.
darkness
So
of Charlottesville, of
um,
COVID, of gun violence.
God,
of
he's bringing up Charlottesville. That's a total crap.
Yeah, hey, you know what? We're gonna say this right now. This has been very well researched at this point. Even the reporters that were on the ground at Charlottesville said that Antifa was essentially just throwing rocks and trying to break into some random kid's car, and he panicked and hit the gas. Wish people hadn't died. That really sucks, but it definitely wasn't what it was made out to be, which was a right-wing extremist making a vehicle attack.
Oh my God, it's a putsch. It's a
Look,
putsch.
and that is one of the many lies that just never refused today. I'm gonna find it here in a minute. When we get done here,
any of you ever looked at? Because I know I did for a project that somebody asked me to do. Ever looked at the history of Heather Heyer prior to that day?
oh wow, yeah, isn't that?
I'm almost positive she didn't actually exist, but I digress. So,
Oh, Joe, you're such a digressionist.
insurrection. We can see the light. Light is now visible. Light that will guide us forward. Not only in words, but in actions. Actions for you, for your children, for your grandchildren, for America. Even in this moment, With all the
Yeah, I was gonna
challenges
say
we
you're
face,
you're in the position
I
now,
give you my
Ron. So
word
it's
as a
your
Biden,
duty.
I've never been more optimistic about America's future. Not because of
She's
me,
so
because
fucking
of who
distracting.
You are. We're going to end cancer as we know it. Mark my words. We're going to create millions of new jobs in a clean energy economy. We're going to think big. We're going to
end
make the
this
21st
cancer.
century another American century because the world needs us to. That's where we need to focus our energy. Not in the past, not on divisive culture wars, not on the politics of grievance.
Because now that you've started fighting, they're losing rather handily, and they'd really rather you go back to not fighting. Just gonna.
You know what's funny is he says not on the politics of grievance, as he spent the last 30 minutes laying out the politics of grievance.
No.
And talking about the past, and he is in the past.
Well, look, in case you guys haven't caught on, I listed some of the high-level academics that they draw their talking points from, and just so you're aware, their field, we have been calling it for a long time grievance studies, because it's literally the definition of grievance studies, like 90% of what they do for CRT and all this other shit. They have now decided that that's the next thing that they're going to try and Darvo back at us. That's the new attack line, is that it's all grievance studies.
We're so fucked.
You know, to end this cancer line is a bad thing. That's like eliminating people. Right?
Sure is.
Well, if you were in Canadian military and you're suffering from PTSD, would you like to learn more?
Oh, I was gonna say.
I mean, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I know.
Guys,
Here's your options: euthanasia.
Hey, guys,
I mean, we can kill you.
the Futurama suicide pods were supposed to be a satirical joke.
What bothers me is that the Canadian veterans didn't like jump in and say, "Bull effing shit. We're going to take care of our bros."
Right.
We
Man.
can build together. The MAGA Republicans believe that for them to succeed, everyone else has to fail. They believe
He's really drawn the battle line.
America, not like I believe about America. I believe America is big enough for all of us to succeed. And that is the nation we're building, a nation where no one is left behind. I ran for president because I believe we're in a battle for the soul of this nation. I still
You
believe
fucking
that
stayed
to
in
be
your
true.
lazy boy in the basement.
You ran for president explicitly because enough people had dirt on you and essentially said, "Hey, we've had your kid's laptop turned in for a while now. We know all the dirty shit you're into. If you don't run, because we need somebody, right? Because if you don't, then Hillary's going to run again, and we all know how that's going to turn out. So you run, and then you get the power of the pardon, and you and your family and your dirty fucking brother and your psychopath kid, you all get to walk. You just do what we say."
I believe the soul is the breath.
Am I right? Anybody want to add anything to that before we go on? Because I'm almost positive that is exactly what happened.
I'm
Well,
trying
I
to keep
just-
my vomit in my mouth or down my throat.
Yeah.
The life and the essence of who we are. The soul is what makes us us. The soul of America is defined by the sacred proposition that all are created.
Can we not have people who are pretty explicitly atheists talk about the soul of anything?
So
But
repetitive.
he's such a good Catholic. Like, come on.
Damn, your sarcasm is awesome. But he's so repetitive too.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna have to skip us back to where we were. We're like here. We're probably ahead a little bit, but I don't care.
That's thank you. God.
Democracy begins and will be preserved in we the people's habits of the heart, in our character, optimism that is tested yet endures, courage that digs deep when we need it,
What kind of rhetoric is that?
empathy that fuels democracy, the willingness to see each other not as enemies
even
but
make
as fellow
sense.
Americans.
No, of course it doesn't.
Look. Our democracy.
They do this word salad thing that's more about
No shit.
feeling. It's a lot more
Good
about
Lord.
It's almost like fucking that. What's that stupid fucking poetry? It's almost like slam poetry.
Would you like word salad with a side of virtue?
What is? It is. It's political slam poetry. It's what they've Democratic politicians have been getting into this for a while. They just mention a bunch of buzzwords that nobody look. It very much reminds me of Idiocracy.
Yeah, I just want to let the chat know I don't have my reading glasses on, so I've got the pop out chat on live chat, but I can't effing read what you're saying. So, because I'm an old doddering patriot, so cut me some slack, folks.
PD says, I wonder if they're arresting the protesters. Almost definitely, man. That's almost definitely what you heard the sirens earlier.
Welcome, Scott, to the chat.
Oh, hey, Scott. Welcome.
Hi, Scott.
It's not been a good day. It's not.
Drink more.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's at work. But
drink on duty, dude.
Grab some of those liqueur chocolates that I know you've got in your desk.
Yeah, come on. They were a liaison gift. I know you've got them, dude. Come on now.
I'll send you some.
Democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there. They're entitled to be outrageous. This is a democracy.
I
It's
really
not,
wish
it's a
to stop
republic.
calling it a fucking democracy.
Hold on.
it-
Pause it again. Pause it. I'm sorry. But he just spent the last 25 minutes saying how you're not allowed to disagree with them. Then he just said you're allowed to disagree with them. This is a democracy.
You're only allowed to disagree if you're disagreeing with the bad people.
Right. I guess so. Man.
Well, and who knows at this point? I have heard that some of their political coalition friends aren't super happy with them, and so who knows what group is actually out there protesting? That could be a leftist group for all we know.
From months inside those leftist organizations in 2020, they didn't want Joe Biden. They don't like Joe Biden. They don't like the Democratic Party either. So
He's not socialist enough. They just
Exactly.
got, what is it, like $30,000 forgiven
He's
on
not
their student
communist
loans, and they're
enough.
still pissed. It's still not enough. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
He's not.
no, you're right, Heather. You're right.
Hey, yeah, actually, PD brings up a good point. Considering the amount of word salad, it might have been Kamala writing this speech, guys.
Oh God,
Because he'd have been laughing.
Mankind and
Good
womankind.
manners
You bet.
is nothing they've ever suffered from. But history and common sense tell us that opportunity, liberty, and justice for all are most likely to come to pass.
Oh my God!
in a
Please
democracy.
read the Declaration of
You've
Independence
never
as you
fully
stand in front
realized the
of
aspirations
fucking
of our
Independence
founding.
Hall.
Right?
Read that
Every
part that says
generation has
abolish
opened
the
those doors
government.
a little bit wider.
No longer
Include
representative
more
of the
people
people.
have been excluded before. My fellow Americans, America is an idea. The
No.
most powerful idea in the history of the world.
Jesus
And it
Christ,
beats
it's not
in the
an
hearts
idea.
of
It's
the people of this country.
it's a reality.
It beats in all our hearts.
Hey, can we just? He said "ladies and gentlemen" an awful lot of times tonight. Can we just pour one out?
Yeah.
For the poor trans activists probably slitting their wrists right now.
I'm a trans Slytherin Ultra Snake 2 Spirit, whatever that is. He mentioned it, so he must not be talking to me.
I know. Jeez.
It unites
Oh,
America.
God.
It is the American creed.
God,
The
he's so
idea
repetitive.
that America guarantees that everyone.
Isn't that one of the signs?
He is so repetitive. I mean, he's saying the same thing 20 times over. I'm like, dude, I got it. Okay, Grandpa. Can we like change your diaper and go to Perkins now for the buffet?
Pie
Come on, let's
special?
go.
He
there
mentioned the
you go.
American Creed, and that's actually a real document. But go ahead, I'm gonna
Want to
find
be
it
treated
here
with
real quick.
dignity. It
I think
gives
we've
hate
got, like,
no
a
safe
minute left.
harbor.
No,
It
we've got
installs
like
in everyone the belief
like 2
that
minutes
no
left.
matter where you start in life, there's nothing you can't achieve.
Stop! It was your side who continues to say that. You're the one who continues to say that it's all based on your skin color.
That's who we are. That's what we stand for. That's what we believe. And that's precisely what we're doing. Opening doors, creating possibilities, focusing on the future.
Oh yeah, hey, somebody brought up that he made up a word there. He fumbled a word there really bad enough that it's basically a new word. He said undefined. So drink up, folks.
Oh God,
And we're
you're
only
killing me,
just
dude.
beginning.
My liver's gonna hate you.
right?
He's killing you. He's sundowning.
Our task is to make our nation free and fair, just and strong, noble and whole. And this work is the work of democracy, the work of this generation. It is the work of our time, for all time. We can't afford to leave anyone on the sidelines. We need everyone
Except
to
the
do
MAGA
their part.
Republicans.
So speak up, speak out, get engaged, vote, vote, vote.
Speak up, speak out, tell on your neighbor.
And if we
Right.
do our duty,
Joe,
It's our
Joe,
duty now.
Joe, the only duty that you've done in quite a long time was removed by your staffers shortly before you exited.
2022 and beyond, then ages still to come will say, we, all of us here, we kept the faith. We preserved democracy.
I mean, yes, but actually, on the other side, history will not look upon these people kindly.
God, he's terrible.
Depending on who writes the history books.
No. Look, you can get away with that for a little while, and particularly back when not everyone was literate or keeping records. But in a time like this, the ability to do that has been almost entirely removed.
We heeded
Joey,
our
please-
words.
Please
Yeah.
finish the pain.
Yeah.
We
Look at
heeded
these
not
trained
our
monkeys.
worst instincts, but our better angels.
Oh shit.
We
Just like
proved
Nuremberg.
that for all its imperfections, America is still the beacon to the world, an ideal to be realized, a promise to be kept.
There's a big
Nothing
fucking
more
ass
important,
beacon down in El Paso and
nothing more
Laredo and
sacred,
elsewhere on the southern border,
Nothing
dude.
more American. That's our soul. That's who we
Oh, he's
truly
whispering.
are.
Yeah.
And that's who we must always
Whisper.
be. I have
Whispering.
no doubt, none, that this is who we will be, and that we'll come together as a nation that will
No, we
secure our
won't.
democracy.
You will
That for
divide the
next
shit out of
200
us.
years, we'll have what we had the past 200 years, the greatest nation on the face of the earth. We just need to remember who
Start
we
issuing
are.
executive
We are the
orders tomorrow to
United
secure our
States
democracy.
of America,
Watch.
the United States of America.
Joe, I
How
mean
do
this
you
with
come
all
out?
seriousness. I
I'm
hope
sorry.
you're fucking.
I'm so
I hope you're
sorry.
fucking wrong. God,
Terry Nee has
How
a
do
Scared
you
the
good.
shit
come
out
out
of
in
me.
the beginning of a speech and completely shit on 50% of the country, and then end your speech with, "We will come together. We will come to." When the fuck are we gonna come together? Like, is that after you put us in the camps? You guys are all gonna come together and sing fucking Kumbaya? Is that what's gonna happen at that point?
Well,
hey Heather, all I know if I'm going to the camps, I get the top bunk.
Terry
I'm
Nee.
just saying.
Terry Nee has a
Tom
good
Buck is
suggestion.
important.
Here. If I think it would bring us all together if somebody just panned the camera down and revealed that it's Jeff Dunham down there operating this fucking puppet.
Protect all those who stand watch over our democracy. God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
No, we're not. Blood pressure check.
Do you think it burns him when he mentions the big man?
All I know is that when he goes and meets St. Peter, he's going to be fucking on the express elevator down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Don made a good point.
Oh
about
shit,
halfway
Joe's
through
wearing Marpat.
Yeah.
Fuck,
there. Yeah.
dude. I'm like,
So
Oh,
you
you
should,
should- you
in
should-
addition to
hold
the
on.
Marpat.
You have to see how high speed this is, Ron. You're gonna fucking love this shit.
Well, first of all, yeah, Ron, this is a Blackhawk ITS shirt. There are built-in tourniquets.
yeah, I have a shirt like that too in my bug or my bob
That's
or whatever.
where I
the
got
fucking,
mine.
You know, I
Well,
mean, I've had one since
Contractor issue,
Afghanistan.
You know that.
I've had one since Afghanistan 2012. So you know.
But I also am wearing NC Scouts patch since the FBI called him an extremist. I'm gonna wear his patch. So
Hey, real quick. So I posted on Twitter that I was in here, and Matt Feldhughes made a comment, and he said, Contrast this with Trump's Rushmore speech. I'm not a Cheeto fan, but the difference and understanding of what America was, is, and can be is remarkable. And I thought that was
that's excellent.
a really poignant statement. Like, it's really true. Like, when you hold these two speeches in contrast, him in front of Rushmore and Biden in front of Independence Hall, it was like they even put have you guys seen V for Vendetta, where like the red backdrop comes in? That's what Biden just looked like. Like they turn Independence Hall red. Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the red background was just silly.
Or since I'm just a little bit older than everybody here, remember Reagan's, Shining City on the Hill speech.
Yeah.
And not that I'm that old, but the Gettysburg Address, which in a lot shorter time said a lot more powerful words than what Joe Biden said repetitively. So.
Well,
Lincoln's second inaugural as well. So.
Look, I think we all need to realize where they're at on unemotionally just realize what they're doing, right? Like, their appeal is to the, I think what Stalin called the lumpen proletariat, right? And that is their big appeal. And so it's, they have to pitch their speeches to those that they're trying to sell on it when they're trying to sell it to. Like, normally they just kind of talk over to them, but if they're trying to communicate something to them, and what they were trying to communicate, in my opinion, what the speech was trying to communicate to them tonight was, it's whatever the little street demons want to do, go ahead. We gotta, you're doing the country a service and helping our democracy.
I hate to say this because you never want to believe it, and I don't want to be a tinfoil hat guy, but violence an awful lot, and that our side happens to like violence. Something is going to happen in the next few days that he can point at.
It has to
start, and they're going to dunk and limp as many people as they can.
Look, man, if it's not within the next 3 days, they'll force it. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
it has to. I mean, there's just no way around it. I mean, they've got to create something so Joe can make a further speech where he declares martial law, declares all Republicans, illegal combatants, whatever. I mean, fuck. Good thing I know Arabic and Pushtu. I can, at least in Gitmo, I'll make a lot of new friends.
Ja gavarisi paruski. I'm pushing for a PK machine gun.
Remember, follow the stream. Follow the stream, Egon. Follow the stream.
Heather says she'll be right back, by the way, guys. So we've got a little while. Let me pull up. I've got some stories that I want to bring up that we've been talking about the last couple of days. It's just something to talk about.
Is there any reaction in the social world and social media world?
Yeah.
Watcher?
Let me check out on that right now. I know that the Republicans were supposed to be not that I want to watch
them.
Oh,
fuck McCarthy. Jesus Christ. I mean, we're gonna have milquetoast McCarthy go,
I'm gonna write listen, that wasn't very nice of you, and I am gonna write a very sternly worded letter about it tomorrow.
But after I get back from my homosexual assignation, oh,
me and Lindsay are gonna stay up real late writing this angry letter together at Lindsay's house. I mean,
after we make mad passionate butt fuck love. Yeah, I got it. Sorry, I'm being gross. I apologize.
No, it's the moment calls for it, man.
I'm sorry, Heather. Hi, welcome to Monkeypox Central.
Here's a reaction that I got. In fact, Chad, I'll just bring it up so you guys can watch me browse for a bit. Here's a reaction that we got that I think is highly appropriate.
Yes, Senator Palpatine for sure.
Sent you Shelby's tweet from earlier today. It's relevant.
Shoot it on over. Let's take a look at that.
Watcher.
Here, I'll send you a here.
There it is.
Oh, perfect.
Got it.
Okay. So, yeah, he called it. I mean, not that he ever doesn't, but Shelby coming in The most dangerous thing Biden can do tonight is make the case that MAGA Republicans are not just deplorables, but irredeemables, as other Democrats have done. It may feel good on their side of the aisle, but it poisons the well. This, of course, may be the goal.
He's right, and that's what he just did.
Yeah.
That's literally what he just did.
A path to redemption and salvation from political exclusion is a failing, last-ditch effort before the hammer comes down, I'm afraid. Unless he strikes a moderate tone, the leader of a majority party is about to make half the country enemies of the state. Some olive branch.
Do we have a line on like a hashtag or anything that's trending right now, like Biden speech or anything like that? I'd like to see what people are saying.
Yeah, chat. Let me know if you see a good response hashtag people are using. Not getting anything just yet. Go ahead, Ron.
I just want to say, I mean, I love Mike Shelby. I appreciate his Forward Observer website and his daily briefs and everything, but come on, Mike. That's a fucking blinding flash of the obvious, dude. I mean, I expected fucking better from you,
We like to roast.
I'm wondering what he's going to put out tonight. And I don't disagree with you. I mean, that was kind of an obvious no-brainer, right?
Yeah, there's so much obvious. I want to, sort of like I'm going to refer to what you and I participated in last night, Joe. What Don was talking about. So, okay, I got it. Yeah. But what's next? Tell me what's next.
Yeah, you can't just give
what.
Up.
You're breaking up.
Just give up and stop trying. I'm not willing to do that.
The first part of that was broken, Joe. Can you repeat the first part?
I've got my computer doing too many things at once. So at the end of that last night on the stream we were on, it was essentially we should just all give up and retreat into our homes and let this all pass by. And I don't have that in me. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen.
Neither you or I.
Yeah, I'm not going to paint a blue D over my door in hopes that Biden's minions pass over my household. That's it's not happening.
Well,
thank you, Moses.
I think that, but I think it also did another thing tonight. It made it okay to it made it okay to go against us, right? It made it. You remember when Trump ran for president, whenever he would have his rallies and stuff, people would be covered in eggs. They would be chased down the street. I'm pretty sure somebody got murdered at one of those. I think that it has now given the green light to turn us, or I say us, I'm not even a MAGA person, but this is fucking making me a MAGA person.
You are now.
It took the message to a level where it's now saying we're not going to do anything bad to you if you do something bad to them, because they are bad. They're the lepers of society. Let's eradicate them. That's where we're at right now.
Well, this was a good one. This comes from Mostly Peaceful Memes. As you guys know, one of my favorite meme sources.
That's actually a miswritten meme. It should be every American is MAGA right now.
Right.
I'm fucking sorry. I mean,
don't be. You shouldn't be.
That's just the way it needs to be.
That's
and
true.
Yeah, I said it in the chat. I can't believe I'm living in this alternate universe. I heard a speech where a very insecure little man suffering from God knows what old age diseases is relitigating the 2020 election and basically declaring half the country unfit to be Americans.
So
it made a fair game in the process.
Well,
right?
I just want to see everybody tomorrow start wearing fucking "Make America Great Again" hats, the ball caps. I got mine, or Trump 2020 or Trump 2024. I don't care, but or FJB or whatever, but or let's go Brennan. But you need to wear those fucking ball caps and let's go. Show them where you stand. Show this country. Show the power where you stand. And there's just I'm sorry.
No,
I'll start swearing like a sailor, and then I'll embarrass the Marine in the audience.
So I got to bring this up real quick.
Right.
Here's a take that I'm seeing that it's worth a thought at least. He might be setting the stage to at least politically delegitimize the outcome of the midterms. One line accusing states of stealing, unironically. So I suppose Dems...
He already did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
yeah.
Dems are objecting to the new laws likely in Arizona and Georgia.
And about everywhere else, because they want to federalize the elections. They don't want states, like the Constitution declares, to control the elections.
Well,
and
that's let's get into that right now. Let me find the link for that. But they actually may have got that today. They might have accomplished. Let me put this up and then share it with you guys.
Damn, I did the segue again, didn't I?
You sure did. You're good at it, man.
Yeah, well, Scott's trained me well.
So let me roll down the news thread and we'll find this particular story. There's some pretty crazy shit in here. But let's find this one. Here we are. Senate bipartisan electoral count reform bill gains support of 10 Republicans, which sets forth a path for filibuster-proof passage in the Senate. Gee, what's in that, you might say? Well, it's a reform on the ability of states to select their own their own electors, essentially. And it's coming now. They're going to be able to force it through before the midterms, guys. They've got enough votes to do it. That's basically all she wrote. Unless they can get some Democrats to come out against it. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so I want to game plan a scenario for you guys and see what you think about it.
Go for it.
So let's say that they do this. So this is at a federal level, right? Let's say that they succeed with this. Well, states' rights still supersede, right? So what if, now I know it's not going to happen in like a California, but a state like Georgia or a state like Wisconsin, where they decide to do like an electoral college within the state, where each county or each district has the same number of votes regardless of who won. So you get more of an electoral college on a state level, so that those battleground states that are traditionally purple, like a Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, those kind of stuff, they aren't anymore. It's overruled by the Republican areas outside of that one county or that one district.
I
think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. I think they're going to challenge all this in court and try and drag it out through the midterms. I think that especially the laws that Arizona and Georgia are passing already, that aren't even a broad departure from regular election laws. I think that they're going to try and tie those up so that they stay in court until after the midterm. That's kind of been their strategy. Go ahead. Sorry, Joe.
Posobiec makes a good point. He said that you don't give a speech stat if you think you're about to win the midterms. Right? He knows he's losing and he's building a case for it being stolen. So
or building a case to do steps so that the election is a little more their way, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's go into some of these other news stories here real quick, folks. Like that, and then share it.
Good fucking Lord. If we ever fucking have this guy again on the fucking council, I'm gonna fucking, nuke this fucking council.
Who?
Fucking Robert Romero. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hold on.
This dude is a fucking chode. I mean, if I was back in uniform, this guy would be a fucking pogue of pogues. I mean,
Ron, I need you to do me a favor. Don't be so reserved. Just let us know how you feel.
Sorry.
No,
he just irritates the fuck out of me. Okay. That and
you
3
might have
bourbons,
noticed,
I'm good.
But he did do a few others.
Well, but I'm not going to be fucking diplomatic and fucking polite about it. Like I'm reading his tweets in our council DMs here, and I'm like, Jesus, dude, at least give me a kiss before you do the reach around. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a fucking chode. God.
So
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Anyways,
let's talk about something else.
Now.
Actually, we'll put these two stories together because those are gonna. We need to lower blood pressure before we raise it.
Oh, fuck that shit.
So, 2 days after the Vatican sent out an emergency memo to all churches that are under the Vatican to transfer all of their bank funds to a Vatican-controlled bank, the Pope has now come out and in a speech declared that mankind is currently experiencing the outbreak of World War III. There you go. Just information for you to have. Here we go. Thanks, Andrea. I appreciate it. Yeah. I wonder if there are any historical echoes to this photo at all.
Yeah, I mean, we need to save that photo right there. That's
I
mean, it's even flanked by 2 Marines.
That's gonna get memed into oblivion. I'm gonna make this Emperor Palpatine.
If you can get some from the Nuremberg rallies, some of the hanging swastika banners on either side of them.
Anti-Commie for $3 on Entropy says, Ron, you get me so well, never change. Thanks for the vent. That was well deserved. I think he speaks for all of us.
I played to the audience, dude. I'm sorry, God. This shit just pisses me off. Look, folks, I gave 38 years of my life to this country. My son and my daughter are giving their lives on the line to this country. I can't fucking believe that this is what they're giving their lives to and what I gave my life for. And all the funerals at Arlington, all the memorial services in Afghanistan and Iraq and elsewhere that I participated in, I can't. I mean, it's I'm going to need serious bourbon psychological help after this.
Well, we've got a series of 4 photos that I think are really apt together. So let's go through this little wheel here. So we got that. Yeah. And the fist too. Wow, I didn't even. Jesus, they really foreshadowed this, didn't they? Yeah. And Gee, that's interesting. Ron, did you hear this other news though, real quick? Did you hear that a new video has been released in which 6 unidentified drones are flying over one of the U.S. Navy's most advanced destroyers directly off the coast of California while the vessel was in international waters?
I'm sure the beach bums in San Diego are having a great time controlling their drones.
This was, well, and I looked at it. It's far enough out, so it's in international waters. So somebody had to have either been in a boat, which I think they would have, their radar would have picked up a boat. My question is, how did the electronics warfare officer on board not figure out exactly what these were and who was flying them?
Because he was probably busy on his computer doing some sort of equity training.
Equity and diversity
mandatory
training. Right.
There you go. Thank you.
Right.
Got
to keep up readiness, Ron.
Well, yeah, exactly. Gosh darn, you never know when those MAGA Republicans are going to storm across the gunny walls and take over the ship.
Well, somebody almost did exactly what I wanted.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
See,
that's great.
Here's the thing: you need to clip out my boys here, and we need to get the red the Praetorian Guard.
Are those serious? Are those Marines really? Were they really there the whole time? I didn't see that.
They were.
Yeah. They opened the doors for him.
Oh God!
But speaking of drone trouble,
Jesus fuck!
Taiwan has now officially shot down a Chinese drone off of
and
Kinmen.
China warned them not to do this.
But wasn't that like a commercially acquired from Amazon.com?
Oh no, 100%.
drone?
It was definitely like a little DJI piece of shit. It's
like
Kinmen
some
Island.
piece of bullshit that. Yeah, I mean, like I can hit it with a well thrown rock.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's been shot down, which I don't know.
Well, between that, Iran and Syria and Ukraine and Jesus,
I'm curious though about this because the the direction was do not shoot it down, and so they did it anyway. So then the question becomes, how does China respond? Do they call this a provocation? Do they, like, what happens next? And I'm curious to hear your all's perspective on that.
What happens next is at some point in the near future, I'd say less than 30 days, they take Kinmen Island.
Yeah.
It's a limited
Here,
incursion.
I'll show you how close it is to it. It's going to shock you.
Yeah, it allows them to say, "Hey, we punched someone in the nose. Better not do it again," and defend it. It's too far from Taiwan to defend. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
So I make a prediction just to give you guys like my, because I haven't been on your show in a while, but I made a prediction that by Christmas, China will have reinvaded and taken over Taiwan. Like that was my
Absolutely.
prediction.
Yeah, I think.
What do you think?
Well, I just want to show this real quick. So here's Kinmen Island, right? Not a big island, and it also includes, I think, this little blob here. Here's the Chinese mainland.
Wasn't that what they called the Quemoy Islands back in the 50s?
Yes.
Well, they've tried to take them before, so yeah. And just
did.
for
they actually there's some legit fighting over it before.
Oh yeah, and hey, Rick Dumalta, you ever fucking call me a politician again, I'll fucking find you and I'll beat the shit out of you. I'm a fucking patriot.
So the thing about Kinmen Island is it's 6 miles from China, 116 from Taiwan. So
yeah, three drunk Chinamen in a rowboat can invade that place.
Yeah.
So
and I'll say it again. Taiwan is not a breakaway province. West Taiwan is.
Is a series of breakaway provinces.
Taiwan are the same ones who were in power before World War III or World War II. So,
Joe Dolio is merely the anglicized version of Sun Yat-sen.
See,
yes, Chiang Kai-shek maybe. I don't know.
No, I know, because then you're gonna have. Then you're saying you're telling me that Mrs. JD is the Dragon Lady.
Well,
and we're not. I'm not going down that road, dude. I'm not going down that road. I'm going to maintain marital bliss.
Well,
I already got an inquiry from her about Stormy and her toes. So,
Well, just tell her the toenail polish is pink and it's really it's scaly and shit and it doesn't make any difference.
Y'all are a mess.
All right, so
All right, I love you guys. I gotta go help my daughter study. So
bye, Heather. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Heather. We'll see you.
All right, guys. So let's talk about Denver, where if you installed an XL thermostat, an automated thermostat.
Oh yeah,
you were fucking stupid. You were fucking stupid.
You really were, and the electricity department now claims ownership of your thermostat and the ability to modify its settings at will. Hooray! Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had to talk with my dad about this the other day. We were talking, and we were talking about like the whole push towards electric cars and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, "They're idiots. That's not going to happen until like at least 50 years from now," and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, "Listen, they know it's not going to happen. That's part of why they're doing it. And anything like, yes, I agree that mechanically electric cars make sense, not economically from a generation standpoint, but mechanically." Yes, they are faster than any gasoline engine on the road and faster than any likely gasoline engine could be. However, they can also be shut off at will. California is now not allowing people to charge their electric cars right now because they don't have enough electricity. If everybody had an electric car, you'd have to upgrade city wiring so that it, like, roughly all cities would have to have everywhere the same kind of wiring that large factories do. It's not a feasible thing, but go ahead, Joe. I cut you off.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, people, when these first came out, I was like, listen, this is a really dumb idea. Opt out. Don't let them do it. Don't let them force you to do it. Because exactly this here it's the same thing with allowing the Alexa in your house. It's the same, your water, your smart water meter, your smart electricity meter. It's just one more way to decide you are an undesirable and lock you out of society.
Do you know that multiple people have had their homes raided because their smart meter began reading an extra large amount of energy, and the energy company then communicated that to the local police, who decided that that house is a grow-up now. That must be what's taking up the extra amount of electricity, and a judge would sign off on that warrant. And a bunch of random people who just essentially wanted to have a new treadmill or something got their homes raided. It's don't give them information about you, folks. They don't have your best interests at heart. Moving on, though. This is a big one, and we're going to be in this thread for a long time. It has now come out definitively in multiple documents that leaked today that the government was having various officials in at least 40 different governmental offices were having daily meetings with all kinds of people at the Big Five, and were flagging information to be removed as COVID misinformation or election misinformation. It's even Fauci himself, like, personally was doing this. Eric Schmidt's done a really good job of cataloging it. If you guys want to go check out the thread, you can see all the documentation for yourself. They even were specifically in the documents. Some of these government employees knew that a FOIA request could get some of this stuff, and so they were trying their best to do it on non-FOIAble personal email accounts. Unfortunately, there was some crossover. Hey guys, that's a direct violation of the First Amendment by 40 plus government agencies, as well as willing participation from every major big tech platform.
Well, it also violates the Official Records Act, and I mean, any business that these government agents conduct, any business, must be on a discoverable system. So,
Andrea, I just got the pictures you sent me, and yes, I believe that some editing is in order. I'm not going to pull them up now, though. We don't want to spoil the effect. Folks, I'm just telling you this. I will word how Watcher feels this way. Mrs. Watcher and I went to the local gold and silver shop to go get some hard currency. And we went to go buy some silver, and we did not buy a very large amount. I will say we bought under $1,000 worth of silver, and it ended up being literally every single silver round he had in the building. When I asked if he's been busy, he said not for the last 2 days, but mostly because we largely sold out of almost everything in the shop in the week before that. I think you should be.
This is why I still go through the change every single day that we get in a day's transactions, and I come across silver and nickel coins all the time. Check your coins for pre-1964.
I'm just saying, get prepared. Even if nothing happens, inflation right now is nuts, and I wouldn't want to be stuck in U.S. dollars as much as possible. Unfortunately, I kind of am. I don't know, folks. It's looking pretty bleak out there, right? And I'm not saying that that's like a forever thing, but I'm just gonna say that for now, brace yourselves for a hard time to come, because that's really what it looks like it's gonna be.
This book and learn the skills that are in it.
Completely agreed. If you guys haven't picked up the fourth book, or well, actually, I don't know, how do you refer to that? Because like the other one had a 3.1 or whatever. But pick up Joe's most recent book.
Tactical Wisdom 04.
There you go. The fourth book in the series. When's 5 coming?
All the spicy ambush types, all that good stuff. Nice.
When do you have an estimation on 5? Because I know it's already in the works, because I know some of the people you're working with for it.
Yeah, I've already got some of the background stuff done for it, and I'm doing a little bit of research. got me a bunch of info for it. So I am thinking I'm gonna be optimistic and say November 1. I mean, I'm sorry, December 1.
Nice.
But that all depends. Deer season may intrude. So Miss JD has informed me that I need to not just get I need to get multiple deer this year. So
Nice.
Really?
and maybe a turtle.
You have a multiple deer tag?
Oh yeah. So in Michigan, you can get $2 or essentially all the does you want because there are so many deer. You can buy over the counter a doe permit for only $5 once you've bought a base license.
Damn.
So down in the area where I live, you can shoot does all day long, but when you get up north, you have to get larger deer with large racks. So I shoot down here the first few days for meat, then go up north for bigger bucks, and it's still meat, but you're getting the trophy ones.
I
up
can't
that
believe
way.
you actually said racks on the internet, dude.
Nice. Nice racks.
Not
just
the
any
first time
racks.
I've said rack on the internet.
So hey, I wanted to bring this up, guys, because I want to say that there is one bit of this that doesn't seem to fit with my view of how things are going right now, and that is that over the last probably 5 or 6 days, in the same time period that they've started doing the Republicans are fascists from the top levels thing, Antifa members have reported that people who had previously been let go out of little riot squads in the Pacific Northwest, particularly in Portland, are suddenly now getting picked up on felony charges for things that had been dismissed by the prosecutor. And they're not interested, specifically the thing that's kind of interested here. Let me just read this. Redwood PDX, who is one of the Antifa accounts, tweets, "A bunch of comrades are coming up on bullshit-ass felony charges, and the DA ain't interested in dealing, even when folks got some good shit to offer up. It's pretty fucked. Bunch of folks are going to get charges that will follow them forever." And yeah, good. I'm not going to finish that. Good. The state is just accelerating their destruction. Bunch of angry anarchists will now be even angrier and are unemployed. Good luck with that. Can I just say real quick, angry anarchist that is upset that the DA won't allow your angry anarchist friends to rat their buddies out to the government for a lighter charge. Isn't that great?
Redwood lacks the absolute critical skill of connecting one dot to another. I mean, this dude is like, dude, Redwood must have gone to Lincoln High School. I mean, fucking stupidest high school in Portland. And I know this because I grew up and went to school in the greater Portland area. So,
oof, I apologize.
Fucking
Although back
dumbass.
at the time, it was probably nicer.
Well, which is why I never retired there. Okay, I mean, because I'd be in fucking Oregon State Pen, right now, serving time for multiple murders, as Antifa people, just died in front of me
Mysteriously.
No, not mysteriously. Fucking, I'd be fucking eating their fucking livers. I mean,
nice.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. I like it. I meant nice. I said
I've had way too much Jack Daniels, Great American, Kentucky brew.
Here's the thing that's going to get us mad, and there's two of them actually. So and they're related to the same sort of agenda. Within the last couple of days, psychologists have started coming out and raising the alarm bells that the State Department appears to be trying to pressure all foreign governments, anybody that we deal with, into defining talk therapy as a human rights abuse. Now, you might stop and be like, wait, well, what is that, huh? This is specifically about trans stuff, but they're widening it to all talk therapy. Because it's really hard to just say, well, this is the one thing that you're not allowed to have, a good long talk about. So, I know. This
I'm
is
drinking
bad.
more.
This is bad. They're trying to. They're now going to use the weight of the state to try and export the perversion. And look, it's going to undercut them from multiple angles, Ron, because they're going to use the same thing they did with the gay rights and stuff, which is they're going to say, hey, we've got all these juicy IMF loans, not IMF, but whatever the American version of the IMF thing is, but you can only do them if you have these laws on our books.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't surprise anybody. I mean, the Secretary of State tells everybody to fly the fucking, multi-rainbow, triangular,
classic.
whatever bull fucking shit flag out there. We actually have one out here in the northern Black Hills, a restaurant that flies the. I can't even begin to describe the number of colors and hues that are on this flag, but yeah, it's going out of business before the end of the calendar year because the parking lot is empty. There ain't nobody coming up, and I don't care how much fucking virtue signaling. I'm surprised during Sturgis that this place didn't get fucking burned to the ground. But hey, what do I know?
Well, people don't want to be preached to, right? I want to go and eat. I don't want to be preached to and be lectured to.
Well, yeah, I mean they sit there and they're basically, I mean, friends of ours went there and wanted to have a meal. They like to go try out the new fooderies in the region, and they go, this place was fucking stupid. I mean, they're basically serving us non-meat burgers, and they claim they're meat, but and not only was the food bad, but the service was bad, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it was just. Anyways, during Sturgis, this place was fucking dead. So I mean, every other place was SRO. So, what do I know?
So I just saw this. This just came across the desk, and it's funny and probably true enough that I got to put it out. Kanye is in kind of a public spat with the beast that he married, and he just leaked some of his text messages. Oh yeah. He just leaked some of his text messages.
She has an ass that goes from coast to coast.
I know. So from my mom, please stop. Tell him to please stop mentioning my name. I'm almost 67 years old, and I don't blah blah blah. The Kardashian woman. Anyhow, y'all don't have so-so over my black children and where they go to school. They will not do Playboy and sex tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. I'm here.
Nice.
And somebody made this, which I thought was just, yeah.
Good Lord.
Spicy stuff. Look, guys. Spicy stuff seems to happen all like in.
Well, have you seen Kim's new boyfriend? That weird dude from Saturday Night Live or whatever. That
goofball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the dude who has that ad on TV about manscaping and Jesus Christ. I mean, the least masculine man I've ever met. I mean, God.
I just got to say, before we move any further, you unbelievable, amazing Philadelphians who took it upon yourselves to grab a set of bullhorns and go out and let your voice be heard. You can't see it because this model doesn't have hands. The next one will, but this one doesn't. But I am literally saluting you right now.
I got hands.
There you go, like full on salute. That was
and
fantastic.
That was beautiful because it interrupted his speech and he had to address it. Right. I love that.
Well, we're a democracy, Joe. Come on, he has to address it.
It's good. It's good stuff. So here's our second.
They're in the middle. They're in the middle of that speech. I kind of had a little bit of a chill because the world changed in the middle of that speech. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where you're watching and you're like, you know what? Historians are going to point to this moment. And we were all together watching it live. So who knows, my friends? It's going to be interesting. And I know all the pundits are going to try to spin it nicely, but he's going to start issuing executive orders. I guarantee it.
Yep, within the next couple days.
Scary stuff.
Basically, anything that he's not been allowed to do and has been blocked to do, he's going to start issuing executive orders about. Speaking of just kind of ruling by fiat, here's what Gavin Newsom had to say today about telling people to get on electric cars and then telling people not to charge them.
Accordingly, we recognize that we needed to do more in terms of de-risking our transition to green energy. And don't think for a second, I'll talk more about that in a moment, that we are not doing anything except accelerating.
He said the thing! He said the thing! Yeah, go ahead, Ron. I've been saying for a long time that they're nothing but accelerationists. Oh, I see. I missed her up there. There she is. Yeah, I've been saying for a long time they're nothing but accelerationists, and he said it.
I mentioned what we're doing on permitting and procurement, accelerating that transition to low carbon, renewable.
You are the carbon they want to reduce.
It will be the carbon in the oven.
Sources of.
Yeah. That wasn't.
Hey, but at least his hair was good.
His hair was immaculate, and apparently that is the Democratic stable. So we're looking at it right there. I keep hearing that he's going to be the next one. So I haven't seen this next one, but a viewer sent it to me, and I'm going to react to it live. Apparently, the left has decided that if Project Veritas can do undercover journalism, so can we. And they keep doing this thing where they just keep capturing Republican lawmakers.
You guys they can't even fucking meme. Jesus Christ.
Well, but that's it.
Give me a break.
They keep doing these gotchas that are all, oh no, things your constituents really wanted you to do.
I wanted to say thank you so much.
Oh, let me turn that down a bit. That's a little loud.
Yeah, they act like this was a gotcha. It's not.
Much for all you're doing to fight for the longer and to take back the Senate. And I just think it's so important that you guys are actually do defund all those IRS agents.
Absolutely.
But I think it's imperative that you really have to defund the FBI after all the witch hunts that are going on.
It is horrific, the abuse of power at the FBI, and it's wrong. And there needs to be a complete house cleaning that happens.
What he's really saying is, where the fuck is the buffet, dude? I want to do that. I want to get fucking to the drinks. Where's the fucking bar? Jesus, girl.
This honestly
Get out
isn't
of my face.
It's not a positive or a negative. It's flat out yeah, whatever you say. Can you move?
I mean, I've worked around Ted Cruz for a couple of times, and yeah, I mean, never mind. I won't be impolite.
Oh no, it's his appetite is apparent. I'll put it that way.
I mean, I met him as a brand new freshman senator, and he was. Never mind.
Should we check and see what the Republicans have to say about this? Have they started?
Hold on, I want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Listen. You're welcome to do whatever you want. We're actually getting out in the field and we're doing things that we don't tell everyone about. But I guarantee you, Watcher's gathering info, and I guarantee everyone on the council here knows that I'm out in the field almost every day among the opposition. So you can ask us what we're going to do another live stream. Until you tell us what you're doing, I got no sympathy for you, bro. We are doing things.
That's right. Check our fingernails, man. They're all dirty.
Communication and networking. It turns out to be quite an important thing. Real quick, I got a $10 here from Lone Wolf Ranger. I want you to remember what I just said there, Ron. The following comment is not from Watcher. I am merely the vessel. He says, Ron, you would be a great politician in the new democracy. I've had enough of the D word for a long while. Oh, hey, guys, I hadn't seen this yet. I've got this for you. Hold on, let me bring it up. God, they're getting so good at these.
The MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights.
Whoever is doing this is so good at it, though. Like, that is a...
Dude, I fucking hate clowns. They're killing me, dude.
That's a well-applied mask.
Nightmares, man.
Oh, sorry, and it didn't help to go right to Ted Cruz either. Jesus.
But I think I put this on Twitter. If you look at her body language and the way she talks, I mean, she's absolutely convinced that what she's saying is absolutely the truth. I mean, this is zealotry personified. I mean, there's no doubt or humanity behind that. It's complete zealotry.
Somebody did this fast. Somebody had this
Very
pre-rigged
fucking good
and ready to go.
But the only thing that I would appreciate better, and this is for you and Joe, is those Marines in the background.
Yeah, you got to get rid of them. You got to put something else there.
Well, either get rid of them or put them in stormtrooper uniforms because
Yeah.
I mean, I love my Marines. Whenever I went to the embassy in Guard Post 1, and that fucking pisses me off. Everything else, I double thumbs up.
We definitely. Oh
Yeah,
wow!
and you know
Hold up.
what's sad is those Marines didn't have a choice to be there tonight.
Exactly.
They had to.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm sure they're right now. They're fucking drinking a butt ton of Jameson.
Oh wow!
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
there we
wow.
go.
Nice.
Now that one was well accomplished, my friend.
But I would take out the equality crap behind it and just
get a little more naked.
Just
with it.
him.
Yeah.
Just him. I mean, I mean, Adolf communicates enough that Joe, you don't need the equality shit behind it because it distracts.
I think that was what was originally in the photo. I think that was his
they could
photo
pull
background.
it out.
Oh, I agree.
I got it.
I agree. You
I'm
got to
just
clip
saying.
him. And what I think would be fun would be to put them both behind a podium.
I'm just waiting for somebody to take the time to look at the Nuremberg rally videos and superimpose Joe on that stuff and with old Adolf with his constant motions of his hands and
hold up.
oh god damn it, I don't want to inspire
When Watcher starts giving this goofy giggle.
oh
he's
god
done
oh
something
god
good.
I've done a bad thing.
Somebody really did this one good.
Oh, there we go. But the Marines are still in the background.
I know,
I'm sorry.
but they did the sepia like it looks like an actual film.
God, he looks like Franz von Papen.
That's good.
God damn, the memers are fast these days.
Yeah, well, you know what? One thing the MAGA people can do, we can fucking meme.
True. Yeah, it was funny when he was like,
the left can't meme, man.
No, but the left can control, but the left knows how to exercise power. The right wing, we're like, oh gee, I don't know, gosh, I don't want to
We
upset
want to
anybody.
show restraint. Shut up. No, we don't.
I want to fucking send everybody to.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Free helicopter rides. That's what we want to do. Free helicopter takeoffs. Landings
And
not
remember,
guaranteed.
commies don't fly, and commies definitely don't surf.
Yeah, they never have.
Definitely don't surf.
So I think Michael Malice probably this is an old Michael Malice quote, but he actually made it on January 6th, right as stuff was right before stuff kicked off. But I hate the government because I love my country. And
Preach.
I think that is probably the most poignant thing to be said here, folks. We've gone through our whole news read. We've covered the disgrace that was that shambling abomination. If you want to see more, all three of us are going to be live tomorrow on the Council on Future Conflicts, as we always are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You will also get Stan and
Oh God.
And I think
Stan's going to be interesting tomorrow morning.
if you watch,
Oh, Jesus, put on your vulgarity filter.
if you watch for no other reason, I would watch for Stan.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a secret. I only watch for Stan. It's really, I mean, the whole thing between Joe and me, it's totally Hollywood. It's all about me and Stan.
Yeah.
Hey, I am wrapping up, but a bunch of people are saying, a bunch of new people that have just come here for the first time for this stream. By the way, 62 here and 51 likes. I think this is my most watched live stream. I think this kicked the crap out of Lord, I'm going to sell Afghani stuff and get my government to fucking come down on me like a ton of bricks. I'm sorry, I think his name was shorter than that at the time, but it's not anymore.
So you owe Joe and me a lot of money.
Well, maybe.
Gave you a lot of ice, young lad.
But we do this quite often. There's no like regular schedule because, as you can probably hear in the background, I do have little watchers, and I do have to kind of work around their screaming schedule. They got to get the good lung building screams in constantly. But just watch the channel, watch my Twitter. Go check out Joe's channel. Go check out Ron's Twitter as well. Ron doesn't have a channel, but he appears just about everywhere. If you follow him on Twitter, I think he tweets out most of the don't you usually most of the podcast appearances and stuff that you do. You usually tweet those out, right, Ron?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty vocal on my opinion because despite what Rick, the Duke of Malta, says, I'm not an effing politician. So I'll probably never get elected. I'll probably never get elected to anything. I'll never make dog catcher, let alone anything of importance. But I mean, hey, we're Americans. Until we're in the camps, the freedom of speech is still our God-given right, and we're going to exercise it. And there we go.
Yep. So we appreciate the hell out of you, chat. Thanks for being here. I'm going to
travel out to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
I was just going to say that, Ron, you have been elected my Ron site as I drive out to do the security survey for the Duchy of Montana.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're welcome to come to the intermediate staging base in the Black Hills, dude.
There we go. There we go.
You know, just make sure you call ahead so you can understand the bona fides before you pass through the. Because I do have a Marine gunny sergeant now living down slope that I've never seen him without an AR-15 in his hand. I think the fucking thing is glued to his hand, but he's a good mug.
He found his missing piece. He found his missing piece, and he's not giving it up.
Yeah. We're taking my son's new AR build up north this weekend.
Oh my God! Hold on. I saw one of those tweets. It was let me see if I can find. Damn it! It's you know that tweet that's the parent standing there and the lady goes, "Don't you fucking dare" to the guy, and then he screams something. So it was a kid standing there with a broken AR in his hand, and it goes, "Mom, Dad, my budget belt just broke. Don't you fucking dare. Justice go!"
Nice.
Hey guys, real quick, there might be some video game action happening later this evening when I get the kids put down. Watch the channel. I might go live here in another hour or so. Who knows? I'll have to see about the little. Well, I got to put the little watchers down to bed.
That's really not a good phrase to say. Put down. I mean, it's like. Well, I'm at the vet, and I'm going to put you down.
Yeah, well, they've got to know that they smell bad and they're ugly. I mean, it's a constant thing. Like I find that if you allow children's self-worth to get too high, they may one day rebel against you. So
it's a good thing I know who you really look like besides this cartoon character.
Wait, hold on. Have you seen the new one? Because the new one is fucking great. The same guy who designed our patch is
the
almost
new one
finished.
does not have a Jack Murphy beard.
Wait,
So.
the patch that I've never gotten.
No,
what?
None of you have. I've got them all sitting next to me because I have a hard time organizing my brain. Here,
you're all fucking dead to me, dude.
I know. I don't have any either, man.
And this is
you got a lot of other patches, Joe, that console you, and I'm still trying to sit there and figure out all my pennies so I can buy all your books at once.
Well, Scott keeps talking about doing a meetup, and I'm wondering if maybe I hold on to him long enough. You guys will force me to do a meetup, and then I can just give him to you in the flesh. And how much cooler would that be?
He's out of the country for like 3 years.
No. Actually, he's so that's one of the things, though. Real quick, is that I can't say when for security reasons, but he is making a brief stopover.
Well, a stopover where? Well, tell me a time zone. I don't give a shit about location.
He's going home.
Probably Louisville.
Oh, there's a good bourbon store there. I know that one.
Yeah.
And a watcher, if you show up here, we can carpool from here.
Yeah. Well,
to Louisville.
Gentlemen, this isn't even
I've also
a joke.
got protection duty on Scott's dad. His parents are coming through Detroit for a layover, and I'm going to meet him, take him out to dinner, and have a good time.
Well, hey, real quick, respect, Chad. I much appreciate you, but this is not a joke to everybody in the council. The wife and I just looked. We've upgraded our bikes because we're worried about the availability of gasoline in the near future, and we've got some stuff that'll let us even run on snow. And we've started looking at this, and we've realized that if we plan the trip carefully, we could very easily ride on county roads, essentially almost anywhere we want to go, and just camp overnight at a state campground that's got the bathroom and the showers, and pay roughly $15 to $12, depending on how upgraded and nice the site is. and then just do that for a week and a half and travel where we want to go in style, essentially.
Watcher,
I've
I need to
decided
give
that
some
Watcher
serious
is like
lessons
the mad
in
scientist of prepping.
Well,
right?
I need to give Watcher some serious lessons in boondocking because I did it for
we
3
did it.
years.
Yeah, well, no, we did that with an RV too. So quick story about Watcher. I don't like to say where I was initially, but the place that I initially got my PTSD diagnosis, they would not give me any individual therapy. They would not give me any talk therapy. They would only give me as much medication as I could shove down my throat. And they almost killed me with it. And when they did that, the wife and I decided, well, we've been on a waiting list for 2 years to get talk therapy. Why don't we buy an RV and ditch all of our stuff and go around the country until we can find a VA that has somebody open to do talk therapy. And so we boondocked for about 2 years until we found a place out in Oregon.
Good
Nice.
man. Good man. Good man.
Yeah, most of the chat got their patches. Unfortunately, if you're international or you are two people who the wife and I miscommunicated about them, you don't have your patches. They are all in a box ready to go.
Or
if you're the
if you're
council,
a member
you got
of the
nothing.
Or the
council.
council members.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah.
know.
Well, or Blaine actually. Blaine, yours is also packed up with the council member stuff. It's ready to go out.
I mean, I know you
taken
can't see
care of.
Joe because he's all in camo in that
Well,
Black
he
Hawk Mar patch.
he disappears.
Yeah, except for the good-looking mug above the neck.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
right?
All right, everybody, we're gonna cut it off. I hope you guys have a good night. Please try not to let the look. My dad said something to me that was probably more important than I gave it at the time today when we were talking. And this is a bit of wisdom that I want you guys to end with. There are a lot of terrible things happening, it's true. There are also a lot of really good things happening. And the truth is that most of the really terrible things that are happening, I have no control over whatsoever. All I can do is make sure that I am prepared as I possibly can be with the resources that I have available, and then try and live the best life I can while the good times are still here, if that's what we have. And that is goddamn what I intend to do, and I sure hope the rest of you do it as well tonight. Have a good one.
Don't forget to set your booby